Hi everyone, Kelly Hutchin here again, editor of the eTail blog, here at our blog booth 811. And I'm here with Lori Caldwell, the director of marketing for cheapcaribbean.com. So we're talking a little bit today with Lori about her relationship with a great vendor that we have here called SearchDex. And just wanted to go through a little bit about your relationship with the company because you have been working with them for quite a while now. And so first question is, can you talk about a challenge that you had that led you to start working with SearchDex and kind of what they did to help you work through that challenge?
So the first time I worked with SearchDex was when I was at Fossil, and I enjoyed working with them because right when I came on board, we were about to do a site platform change, which included a number of just projects and overhaul and adjusting some of the navigation and the whole templates and websites. So it was a lot to kind of put of work together. And oddly enough, I also did the same thing at JCPenney, and then I also did the same thing here at Cheap Caribbean. So every time I've come on board at a company, we had just re-platformed and we were working through the transition of the change.
Great. So what have you guys noticed as the retailer in terms of results of this partnership from the consumers? Are they really responding to it? How do you measure the success of this partnership?
Right. Well, we are very much into an ROI-based program, so we very much measure the metrics on an ongoing basis several times a week, and so we will quite frequently go out and rank and see where we are, and we measure those results compared to how we're bringing in the revenue from those SEO customers. And we can see pretty consistently that the traffic is rising all the time, and our conversion rate is still improving, and our user experience, because of our user experience and the increased traffic, we're able to continue to improve our performance on our side.
Great. Now, in looking for search partners, is there something that you recognized either back then or even now that some search people are missing? Maybe some advice to other vendors out there. You know, obviously it's a competitive landscape.
Yes.
What is kind of the biggest thing that you look for and that maybe other vendors didn't really have?
Right. You know, I wasn't part of the process, but I've been marketed several times and kind of gone through an RFP process on many different occasions to check to see who's the best out there. And one of the consistent things about SearchDex is just their customer service to the people that they work with. And also the software that they have is agnostic to any platform, which is a really great benefit. In addition, they have people that have a human touch and feel to what the customer, or in my case being the customer, is trying to produce for our website. So we're allowed, or it enables us to have a user experience for the customer that really thrives to their point of view. So we can generate it to what the customer is looking for, and then I, as a consumer and to SearchDex, am able to take those results and kind of really view them personally and just connect to the customer better versus an automated system that doesn't necessarily have that human touch.
Right. So kind of broadening the scope to just talk about the online retail space in general, what do you think are some of the biggest trends that you see happening, maybe the next big thing in e-commerce, or just kind of what you guys are talking about at Cheap Caribbean that you want to try to explore more?
Right. I think for years now, mobile has been probably one of the biggest things up and coming, and I think that that's still something that is kind of in the unknown land. But right now, I really feel that technology is kind of everyone's monster to tackle. One of the themes that I've seen throughout the conference yesterday, and even talking to people today, is that people are re-platforming. They're trying to increase their ability to get technically out there and make the user experience good. But on the flip side, the big challenge with that is, are you considering the customer experience from your standpoint as the vendor? Is your website, even though it's working for someone who's searching on Google or Yahoo or Bing, but is that in turn providing you the experience that you need, that you can customize for that consumer? Because a lot of times technology doesn't catch up with what we're trying to do.
Right, right. Well, speaking of technology, that's a good point that you make. I recently read an article that said that today's chief marketing officer needs to be more like a chief technology officer. Do you think that's true?
I think it's very important to understand that if you don't invest in the technical aspects of what you're trying to do, you're already behind the curve. And then when you're trying to improve upon and optimize and just get better, you're somewhat starting from already back behind the starting line, and it just doesn't benefit you. So you definitely need to have that technical benefit of looking at it strategically and saying my investment up front is going to help me further down the line.
So what about the mobile space for CheapCaribbean.com? Are you guys doing anything in mobile? Are you planning to do any new mobile developments?
Right. Actually, we are. We recently launched a mobile-friendly site that, with the help of SearchDex, we were able to get to make sure that search results were going to come up on mobile as well. And it's actually a great mobile-friendly site that that we were able to implement. And then the next year, we're going to be launching a mobile app and kind of come out with some new advanced technology as well.
That's great. Now, is SearchDex implementing any kind of SEO features with the mobile site? I don't know how that works, but maybe there's some integration with search and mobile.
Mm-hmm. There are some technical complications that you don't necessarily realize when you're implementing the new technology, which is very important when you're trying to find an SEO company, because you want to make sure that you are not overlapping in your efforts. So they are able to use some technology to make sure that the results don't overlap, and when you're on your phone, you're not getting a desktop result, and when you're on your desktop, you're not getting a mobile result. So it's very important.
Exciting. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Lori. And just want to end off with a fun question. What is your favorite place to travel to?
Wow, I think any place with a beach, which fortunately for me, that enables us to go anywhere. I recently went to the Dominican Republic, and it was absolutely beautiful and probably one of the prettiest beaches I had seen in a long time.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.